Muy buenas a todos aquí en otro capítulo más de The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Estamos en el capítulo 59. En el pasado capítulo principalmente hicimos algunas misiones, alguna exploración y demás, pero principalmente ayudamos en una misión a Zoltan de recuperar unas cartas para venderlas y a que eso pues hacíamos algún que otro puente. Bueno, la cosa es que salió que al final me quedé las cartas y bueno, y ahí dejamos el capítulo. Hoy vamos a ver si hacemos la rama de ayudar a Jaskier, que hay unas misiones, así que vamos a ello. Aquí están, que son con la
But finding me proved no simple task, for having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Bueno. Bien. No voy a quitarla ya, qué cosas.
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between...
Where do you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can...
Vale.
Maybe the Vivaldis would give you a loan. I'd vouch for you.
Funny you mentioned that. I went to see Vivaldi. Nobody said. Witchers are no good as guarantors. Risk of premature death is way too high. But I have another idea. I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikane. We can borrow the coin from her.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word?
I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need...
Fine. Tell me what you want.
No,
Got a
sí.
feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Arena. Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Arena. What will you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise...
Bueno, pues nada.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seat. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside...
What's he schemed up this time?
Sí. Por cierto, estamos en nivel 21. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver las armaduras. Las mejoradas era la que tenía. Sí, las mejoradas es las que ya tenemos. Y las siguientes, que las superiores, son a nivel 26. Y las mejoradas de oso no las tenemos. Por lo menos en botas. Vamos a ver el resto. Que a lo mejor tengo... Armadura Osuna. Bueno, nada, hace falta el mejorador. Osuna. No. Nos hace falta el mejorado para ver de qué nivel es. Si no lo vemos, o sea, si no lo tenemos, no podemos. Pero vamos, dentro de 5 niveles a cambiar los grifos mejorados. Vale. Que recordemos que es el de superiores, no. Es el otro, el de intensidad de la señal. Porque hasta que no lo tenemos magistral o gran magistral, no, gran maestro, no podremos tener el bonificador. No lo tenemos. Así que bueno.
What's he doing here?
Oh!
Oh!
¡Oh!
So, how you go with this healer? I was faffing about minding my own business when suddenly...
Yo digo que por diseño la armadura de gran magistral
You know the Ballad of Wonder?
es la que más me gusta de todas.
We're already dependent
De
on the
lejos.
funds.
Por lo menos cuando...
So good to see you.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your...
Why? Whatever.
I don't know. A dandelion?
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in...
Thanks. I'll try not to damp...
Yo solo soy un recadista.
Don't know who you're looking for, but you won't find it. Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior!
Se puede decir que he adelantado. Porque hemos hecho varios intentos.
Many thanks to you, Geralt.
Le voy a escupir.
Finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Dandelion, this is not gonna work.
It will. You'll see. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you. No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
En fin.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. And bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born. I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards.
Me sacó la espada al
Would he?
tirando la de madera.
Barbarian.
Cursed mage hunters. Thought things couldn't get any.
Este Jaskier. Siempre tiene unas ideas de bombero.
Strange.
Vale. Y ya se encargan de lo cual.
I've pity me old family.
Well, another freak.
Corta.
Long as they pay.
Vulgar one.
Por la mañana. O por la mañana.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally
Why are you asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and... Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Get You've known him long. Say something.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
Both our lives have revolved around the stage, and cabaret is a form of theatre, in a way. Fine. Let's do the theatre decor. I certainly hope it'll be to his liking.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business.
Sentar la cabeza y Jaskier no.
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Encuentro ya.
Double shades.
Espera, no, esto no.
What am I to do now?
You
Washed your hair.
What do you seek, pain giver?
'Tis a dog's life.
Ah, míralo.
Everything all right?
Cheap wine.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town. Hold on.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me?
Less for her than for you, I'm sure.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly.
No idea. Stand back.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house?
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme.
So, Polly's not one of...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being...
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chat.
Pues nada, vamos a ver.
Fine, let's...
Damn it. Now
Not
where
here.
would she leave?
Cheap wine.
The key.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her arse around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose. In that case...
Hablando también
I
se
knew
puede.
you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
No hace falta ir
Well,
a
I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
Te he explicado bien.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across...
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the road.
Really?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
Vale. Si hace falta sacerdotes, pues entonces.
Your bed,
El
your
22
coin.
no queda. Por cierto, vamos a ver más misiones que tenemos por ahí. Este nada. Este tenemos que hacer esta misión. Y después ya es en Escalera. Sigue Rowan.
Hooray!
Dexter. Voy a jugar con él. Pero no cabe por aquí. No hay. No hay buen. Tiene que ser. Vaya.
Looking for Rodlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine for...
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some...
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
You'll regret this, mutant. Don't know how much Rodlick. Want to get something back? Try the...
So his mother paid
Why
Mr.
do you
Reuben and then let the boy go?
so? My sister won't believe this.
Me niego. Me niego.
But finding me proved no simple task, for having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad.
Cheap wine's good, because it's good and cheap.
Que la cámara me pero bueno. Ahora se va a acabar la misión.
Don't know who you're looking for, but you won't find him.
Look,
You ain't...
you...
regret this, mutant.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Ahora sí. Hubiese preferido lo que viene a ser degollarlos, pero bueno.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rodlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Y ahora me voy a llevar cosas. Me he cogido vuestro, pues ahora no. Toca. No tampoco coge mucho, pero bueno. Porque esto no cogía. Esto no lo había aquí. Yo sabía que estaba fuera de... Tengo que hacer viaje.
You know how to disembowel 'em.
No loitering round here. What's going on here?
Todo esto por ayudar a saconar. Es lo que... Los brujos, al igual que las hechiceras, son estériles. Lo ponía como detalle, como consejo. Son estériles. Los dos. El brujo por pasar por la prueba de las hierbas y la hechicera por la magia.
Well, Rotlick.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter,
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away.
I think I might have run into one of them.
No.
Then you know my predict. And now Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of Gem. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about?
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I...
Listen, all I really want are the placards. Tell me where you tucked them away and I'll be out of your hair.
Forgive me, I cannot. I hid them with family heirloom.
Then go fetch them yourself. I'll wait here.
If I show my face there without coin, they'll beat me.
Venga.
Let me pay off your debt.
Thank you. I never expected this.
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time.
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time.
Fine. See you there.
Perfecto. Y ahora por aquí. Espera, no había aquí, ¿no? Creo que sí. Pero bueno. Ahora a reunirnos con Jaskier. A ver, podía haber corrido. Pero bueno, eran 200, tampoco era mucho. Total, tengo un montón. Mira, y justo lo dejan en 11.000. No sé si acabamos ya o...
Well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
I love it. Especially the,
Priscilla picked them.
Well, I must admit, you have great taste. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Camareo.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special?
We haven't, but Polly has. She's priceless. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, but...
Guess everything's ready.
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So,
Why not?
that's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and
She said something that made me think she's not.
what?
That you're responsible. Got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her.
You mean you didn't?
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
she's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Me ha atacado.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse
No harm? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be
Vale.
No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait...
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you...
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up. Especially if you've spent your whole life with...
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
Joder.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for,
Alternative treatments. Aggressive.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Vamos.
Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's hierarchical.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers.
esperas un poco.
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in? Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Viendo aquí una bruja. Que no me he puesto falta.
How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder.
Vale, por aquí.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pasteur. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Por aquí. Un enano. Esto no tiene pinta de enano. Este tampoco, este es de los...
Human, wrong body type.
Este es un enano.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Dios, qué tortura tú.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in...
Sí, tiene pinta.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Vale.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Otra cosa.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Piernas.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard, right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals, we ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about.
No motive to speak of. Murderer's mad, plain and simple.
Unfortunate. Such individuals are hardest to catch.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not...
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything?
Thank you.
Bien.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torture. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Bien. Vamos. No, coño, ¿para qué me cambiaron? Sí. Pecados carnales. Primero este. Una tormenta.
Oh, you don't mean to. Oh, you did not. What happened here?
Bloody bandits! Cast away in the street.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's
Fabian? Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no art. One of them, right?
Busques entre o cadáver, gilipollas.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One was so portly,
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another... You search Fabian's body?
Whoa, I cost an eye in his pocket.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Peace off.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Buen puñetazo la metí.
The eternal fire protects us, but the witch sure comes in handy.
Hey, no.
Didn't look like rain.
No, Rocía, no. Pum. No, no hay más. No. No hay que andarse con los hostias. Se acabó. En este mundo no hay.
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you.
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer.
That's altogether different. Sit your stupid mutts, lie down.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft. Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a whip.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we took to following one in particular, he'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities.
Know where I can find her, this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep.
Fine, we've talked. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
No me has contado mucho, la verdad.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Vale.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since...
Vale. Vale.
More bloodstains. But not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless... somebody got rid of the blood. Formaldehyde. Left a few stains behind. Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
No le va a hacer falta ya, o sea.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Nothing here.
No, pues nada, investiga el otro. Tampoco me he sacado mucho.
It's not safe to go out on the streets.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You ought to come and see.
Oh! Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year?
Grab him!
Sis, that him.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Human. Priscilla's.
That's it, you're in for it.
That's it.
Gotta get around him. No!
¿Puedes ir?
Help me!
Bloody hell.
No, es que...
Eye for an eye!
No me permitís.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Who's
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
getting vengeance? Well, what are you staring?
Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. Nope.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more.
Naturally. We'll stand aside.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Awful.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
You scared?
Ah, such lovely natural surroundings.
Another drifter in from
Bueno,
Tamaria.
duran bastantes canciones, pero
It even sounds
How you go with this evening?
todavía no hemos terminado de ayudar a Jaskier. Porque no ha abierto, cabrón. O sea, debería haber abierto, pero ahora se va a Priscilla. Entonces, claro, ahora estamos ayudando.
Sick. Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you...
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter.
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison. You see, Joachim led the People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throat. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the...
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire.
Yeah, mortal sin and Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a... Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't...
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this?
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Gods, he knows no bounds.
Where is she? Tell me.
She resides in an estate beyond the city.
Gotta find her, now.
Tiene cojones. La cara esa, ¿no? No, por aquí no. ¿Por dónde era, coño? ¿Por dónde he entrado? A ver por dónde se sale. ¿Qué cojones? Si he entrado... Me acabo de perder. Ahora sí.
Till next time.
Vale, vamos a ir a... No, aquí está más cerca. Bueno. Sí, tengo que ir para allá, pero...
Ah, youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Hago viaje rápido y... Sí, pues más rápido.
Run, Roach.
What's your name? Another drifter in from Temeria.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vagelbutt.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ad.
So be it. I'll take you to...
Yes, good fellow? If it's work you seek.
Don't know that I'm all that good. Name's Geralt.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his...
Why, even if it's true, our guards...
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims. So let's see how she is, just in...
I find this all very hard to believe. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seems sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in High Rock Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, and reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Sí, y vamos a buscarlo. Pero...
that stench.
Pero vamos a ver, pedazo de subnormales. Que no soy yo.
Die, mutants!
Me vais a hacer...
Shut up and fight.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Vaya guardias que tienen, de verdad.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once!
Despídelo. No hay más.
Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves it.
Very well. But you should be on your own. And let her be the love.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing. Won't get away this time.
¿Qué podemos poner aquí?
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Dile gracias a tus guardias por no haber atrapado al asesino. Bueno, gracias no, despídelo. Yo si fuese tú los despediría a todos. Es que yo pensaba... ¿Quién sabe? Y por tu culpa se escapó. Es un normal. ¿Qué estoy viendo ahí en el poste? Ahora. Vamos a... Así vamos recto. Durará más el capítulo, pero es que hay que acabar la misión porque está guapo. Es interesante saber quién es. No,
careful, you scamp. This is Novigrad. It's not your back-ass village. Ah.
Watch it, Trap.
Hey there, handsome.
That's not your stomping ground.
What am I to do now?
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them. The thinking customer will see right away up the best deals this side of the pond.
Wanna dip the dingle? You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Míralo. El hijo
Yet
puta
again,
este.
you disturb me. I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims, I know how they end. You don't stop, not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring... I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all,
no.
I paid in advance.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
¿Qué es el?
That and so
No me acuerdo quién era
It's
exactamente.
some material work. Black ones for Dalians. As long as they pay and don't hit.
Oh, not sitting here at a 4th.
We can go at it.
Hey, darling. Like what you see?
No, por aquí. No sé por qué no lo voy a poder.
I've had enough of living. Watch it, Trap. Maybe that's not your stomping ground.
Rum.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel.
Hijo puta.
Although, you've not divined all, I see.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population...
You're a sick fuck.
I never expected you to understand. You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. I last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
And you? Have you faced one of us?
Era... Mira, vampiros... Y sangre negra. Hijo de puta. Se necesita una llave. En serio. Ya. Esto era un vampiro muerto ahí. Hostia, la cosa. No sé por qué entró tampoco. Ahí dijo puta. Por eso era tan joven. En fin.
Whosoever contributes coin to the cause.
Y era un enemigo digno de un brujo. Hace 200 años se enfrentó a un brujo. Y si está vivo, él es porque... No era un vampiro de los superiores superiores, ¿vale? No era de los más fuertes.
How's
better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe... For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion...
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion.
Yes, Geralt?
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt.
Farewell.
Yes, Geralt?
Bien. ¿Conoces una mujer llamada Shen? La veremos en el juego.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shawnee.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen.
Bueno.
Farewell.
Y hemos ayudado a este. Bien. Destino Skellige. Bien, aquí hay algo más. Chris Merigón en su escondite y... Pero eso será para el siguiente capítulo. hoy lo vamos a dejar por aquí, ya que ha sido bastante largo el capítulo, pero había que acabarlo sabiendo quién era el asesino. Y bueno, ya lo hemos sabido. Así que bueno, nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo.